Hey guys!
Hey guys!
Welcome back.
Happy Tuesday!
Yep, hooray! Welcome back from spring break. I know you're all thrilled.
I know, thrilled to be back. Thrilled to be back beyond belief. We can tell by like the smiling faces that you all have.
And I think every single one of you is currently in the library because we are full.
We are packed. Yeah. Like I looked up from my office and like there were like a million little studying sessions happening, and I was like, y'all are back. Y'all are back, and you realize that things are counting down quickly.
Very quickly.
Yeah. So this week, next week,
week after, and then finals.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
3 weeks till finals.
I have like the worst case of like ready to be out of school and I'm not even in school.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on. Well, I do this every spring. I get very like antsy.
Senioritis.
I do, and I do. I get every spring. I'm like, it's time to be done.
It's because the weather's so nice.
Weather changes. I want to be outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
So I guess we should introduce ourselves.
Oh yeah, probably. After talking about where I don't want to be at work.
To our one faithful viewer.
Oh, who's our one faithful viewer? That's so cute.
I have no idea.
It's probably Frank.
Probably.
All right, so I guess I'll start.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Beth Shepherd, and I am the Arts and Humanities Librarian here at the Marx Library at the University of South Alabama. Had to throw that in there.
All right, all finished?
Yeah. I'm not gonna put my zip code in today. We're good. We're good.
And I'm Stephanie Eversard. I'm the Social Sciences Librarian here at the Marx Library.
Yeah.
So this is Facebook Live.
Yeah, so this is like we kind of decided what we're going to talk about last week, I think a little bit, when we were kind of like hinting about what we do when you guys aren't here.
Right.
We talked a lot about like we do a lot of collection decision making when you guys aren't here, and then we thought, well, maybe it might be fun to talk about
how we do it.
Yeah, like it's not random, or is it?
Or is it? It'd be a lot easier if it were.
It'd be a whole lot more random.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not.
Just drop stuff. Let's see like how it like shakes out.
Yep.
So maybe we should start about when we talk about collection development, like what kind of collections we actually mean.
Okay.
Maybe, and then maybe kind of our philosophy, and then the practical. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. So start with what we mean.
What collections are we talking about?
The library collection.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah. And so that kind of falls into like the main stuff we've talked about. So stuff on the shelf, obviously, some book stuff, right? That's a big part of our collection budget.
Yes.
And maybe when we get into the practical, we'll talk about kind of what that actually looks like. But so we make decisions about book choices, right? What goes on the shelf in our areas. But we also, we make those decisions more independently.
Right.
Like you make a decision about political science, and I have nothing to do with that.
Right.
But we also make decisions collectively as librarians about big ticket items.
Right. So we're talking about database subscriptions. Is going to be the big thing we're talking about.
So like, your $37 political science book, I'm like, whatever, you can make that decision on your own.
37. Have you seen the
I'm sorry. I'm used to humanities books. We're like, please we'll pay you to take that.
Like, no, mine's like, here's a 30-page volume. $87.
Oh, I bet, you have all those Rutledge titles too, which are really pricey.
Yeah.
You see,
sometimes I'm like, you want
what?
$122 for that?
Yeah.
It's paperback.
Are you crazy? I don't have that problem. Mine are like, ooh, $9.99. Except art. You guys are philosophy. You guys are pricey too. But
I imagine that they are.
But yeah, so big ticket items. We're talking about like Stephanie said, like database subscriptions, anything that multiple disciplines will use, right? So I think a good example would be like the Sage stuff for you guys, which that's like you and education, and so y'all kind of make collective decisions about
and actually
that.
One service that we literally share is psychotherapy.net. We have actually split the cost of it.
Oh, it makes total sense. Yeah. So, and that kind of gets kind of into a little bit of the practical, like the budget kind of thing, which we're not going to bore you to tears with, because that's honestly, I don't really even.
But look, Ashley joined. She's like, oh,
Ashley's like, do we want to talk about budget? But yeah, so when big ticket stuff, we make collective decisions. And so as a as a group of librarians that all do different collections, and all do different kind of development for our own areas, we kind of bring concerns to the table and then say,
This is what my people need. What do your people need? If we get this service, are we going to be missing something important?
Yeah.
If we get another service, is it going to have what we need?
For these people, right? So that we try to make the best decisions we have with the limited financial resources that we have. Limited. And that's not unusual for any library.
It isn't.
All libraries are strapped for cash. But like,
it is the story of our people.
I mean, we really joke. It's the story of our people. We often joke that, like, in collection development meetings, we're like, how are we going to afford that? Oh, bake sale. Because really, like, there's a very finite amount of money. And so we try to make decisions about what is going to best suit and fulfill the needs, I guess, of our students and our faculty with what we have, which that gets kind of complicated.
It can get really messy, and it means that we're not only buying things, but we have to get rid of things sometimes too if we can't afford them anymore, or if we want to prioritize something else over what we have been paying for. Yeah.
And I'm sure you've heard librarians talk about it a million times before, but this stuff is getting more and more expensive. Inflation costs every year make database subscriptions and things like that. Journal subscriptions really kind of
more and more expensive. Which makes it really hard to budget for them, to plan for them.
Yeah. It's really annoying. It's like having like a household budget and then just like milk exploded in price. Yeah,
it's like your rent changing every month. Your mortgage payment is $100, $200 higher every month.
100% higher than it was last year. Yeah, it's crazy. So those are kind of big ticket items, but let's talk a little bit about so we maybe shift our focus a little bit to like the decisions that we make individually as librarians. Yeah, because I think that's the fun part.
That is the fun part. Yeah.
I mean, the databases and stuff are cool, but like I'm not gonna go like delete Sage because no one's gonna delete JSTOR. So those are kind of things that are just gonna get.
Well, my people use JSTOR too. So
right. Yeah. Right. Well, everybody does because JSTOR's amazing. But like JSTOR's big. But like those kind of things are like you can just those things are going to be there unless something really bad happens.
Really, really bad.
Like apocalyptic.
Those are the kinds of things that an academic library.
You can't call them really self-centered like an academic library not having.
No JSTOR for you. I'm sorry.
Sorry. So unless something like apocalyptic
into the world.
Yeah, we're good. We're keeping JSTOR and Sage and stuff like that. But I guess so. Those don't really decisions. Don't really make decisions about those.
Not very frequently, no.
But we are forever,
every day,
and regularly, and more often than I want to, making decisions about what goes on the shelf.
Yes.
So actual like physical collections, book stuff in the library,
and of course ebooks too.
Yeah, you buy a whole lot more.
I buy a lot of ebooks.
Yeah. So,
but actual like individual purchases of things.
Yeah, like shopping
and individual throwing away of things.
Yeah, we're going to get to that in a second. Oh my God, that's killer. Especially me. I feel like I'm throwing away the whole lot. I mean, I'm really not, people. I'm not reading anything.
We have to watch it in language.
I know, seriously. I'm not.
So let's talk about buying first.
Okay, so
that's the fun part.
Maybe we should talk kind of a little about our philosophy for buying. Okay. So like when we talk about buying, we try. Again, limited financial resources. So what we want to do is use the money in the best way possible to support the faculty research that's happening, but also student research too, which when we talk about that is two kind of different levels of research, right? Not to like downplay student research at all, but that's a different level of complexity.
Right, they need different kinds of materials.
Types of, like, we're looking at something, fracking in a freshman composition course is very different than a chemical engineer is going to look at fracking.
Right, and we're not just talking about, like, individual student topics. We're also talking about the curriculum. Like, so the classes you're taking, the things you're studying in your classes, we've got to have stuff in here that supports that. Yeah,
which is really important why I don't do the collection development for Stephanie's areas, and she doesn't do the collection development for my areas, because she teaches in her areas.
Right, and Beth teaches in hers, so we know what you're learning in the classroom.
Yeah, which is super. We don't want to make collection decisions in a vacuum, right? Like, we don't want to think, like, hypothetically, someone could possibly be teaching, I don't know, a whole class on Updike when no one is. And I just thought of, I mean, of course, we need some things on Updike, like on the shelf, right, of course. But I don't want to spend $3,000 on this bustling, amazing Updike collection when no one's teaching it, right? But instead, I know there's a Faulkner course. I want to make sure I've got good scholarship on that, right, on the shelf. So that's why I don't buy for science.
No.
Because I don't know what the toxicologists are toxicologing about.
Nice.
Oh, we got to know that we're at some sound buzzing. Maybe it's the AC. I hope not, because it did just kick on. I heard it.
It was pressed up against the monitor.
Oh. Now we have no sound.
Is that better? Hopefully that's better. Right. Give us a thumbs up.
Yeah. Okay. So we make decisions. So the right person is making the right choice. Right. So the right person is choosing for the area.
We're in those classes, we know what's going on.
Yes. So we know the curriculums too. And we make a point of doing that. So like every semester, even stuff we don't necessarily teach. I know I go through it, or Stephanie goes through the course catalog and says like, what is happening?
What's being taught? What kind of things are they going to need?
Yeah, and we keep an eye out for kind of continuing like, oh, well, that might suit that need too. So that's the curricular need, but we also keep an eye on what our own, like our faculty, so our disciplinary faculty are researching.
Right, because they're all doing their own research.
Yeah.
Still buzzing for me, but understandable.
Is that happening to anybody else? Let us know. Because we want buzz.
Maybe it is there. It sure is awfully loud.
It is very loud today. I don't know. Maybe things are heating up around here, and
things are getting hot in the library.
It's all the old bodies in here, like breathing and heating up. It's a whole lot of like studying happening. Yeah, it's where it's studying. I don't know why you're studying friction's happening, but I don't know.
What were you even talking about? Oh, faculty research interests.
Yes,
because they're all doing their own research, and
especially that with Beth talks. That's just because that's really loud. We back up a little bit.
Maybe or two, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that?
We'll back up a little bit. We'll start from here. No, you keep moving hard. It's me. It's the problem. Okay.
What else is new?
I know. We already have the mic. Like,
yeah, you probably can't see that the mic's actually not as far away from Beth as humanly possible and still pick up my voice. Maybe I need to project more. And then I'll lose my nice, like,
you're like, yeah, your APR voice. Keep it nice. Keep it classy. Keep classy art. Okay, so faculty research interest.
Yes.
So we do keep an eye out. We know if you guys are researching our faculty. That's part of our job. And so we know that I have somebody that does just that studies, and you know that you have somebody that does, I don't know. Whatever.
And so we're able to look for the stuff that you need, the stuff that's current, that you're doing research on. If there's a gap, that's one thing I try to look out for.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like if a faculty member is researching new faculty, that's just what I was thinking. I have a new anthropology,
With a Latin American history person, we haven't bought anything in forever, and so I've got a giant hole in the collection.
So in a particular area, I'm looking, like I'm going through choice cards, and I'm looking for like, I'm going to snag this.
Yeah, I'm going to snag that one, yeah. So I think we mentioned choice cards a little bit last week. We get those dreaded choice cards. They're dreaded but amazing at the same time. Dreaded when we drown in them, amazing that they help us make decisions. So we try to regularly go through them and pull stuff that we either know the students are using or the faculty are using. And we buy that stuff. One thing I think is important that we always talk about in library school, I don't know if people know about this, is that we, as librarians, make a very conscious effort to not let our own political leanings or biases influence the collection in any way.
Yeah, that's definitely important. We have to maintain a balanced collection. We want to represent a variety of voices,
and viewpoints and perspectives and political opinion and all sorts of stuff. So, which is super important in your area, right?
It absolutely
right.
Is. Yeah.
And just an example I can think of might be kind of the like Israeli, Middle Eastern,
right,
like Palestine kind of debate, right? Like we want to make sure that both sides are represented in the collection.
All of those viewpoints.
That we don't have a pro-Palestine collection or a pro-Israel collection. That it's
so it should look like when you're walking through a collection that we are making some kind of argument because we want to represent all the viewpoints.
Yeah, and we never want to censor anything either, right? And so some people might be doing research in something that other groups may find offensive in some way, but that is not for me or you or any librarian to make a call about that, right?
Right, like in sociology, people are doing research about sex, and so I sometimes have to buy titles that
alternative family
dynamics. Yeah. And sometimes those are the kinds of things we're lucky, I think, in an academic library.
We are. We don't have so many
we don't have people getting. In my time here, my short time here, I haven't had.
I've never had
a user.
Yeah, I've be in the stacks, and not on reserve. Because I was like, nope, information should be hard book. Yes, in the hard book. And I was like, nope, it's going in the stacks. It's where it belongs.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that, just so you guys know, that your librarian is not influencing
in a personal way. Their personal agenda is not influencing
the collection at all. So my politics have no bearing in what.
And if for some reason you feel like a viewpoint is poorly represented, or missing, that's something you can talk to your liaison about.
Yeah, which is it can lead to some interesting kind of social conversations too. Like maybe that viewpoint's missing because that viewpoint's missing in the scholarship.
Right.
And if that's the case, then that's something really cool that we can kind of talk about. So that's kind of like our philosophy.
Yeah.
Information is free, right?
Right.
Keep it on the shelf. So what are some kind of decision, criteria makes it sound like we have like a set of for real criteria, but what are some of your criteria for making choices about stuff to include books?
Well, I want to make sure that it clearly supports the curriculum or someone's research interests.
Yes.
It needs to be really obvious that it is in support of it. So I don't just buy something that's some random psychology title that looks cool.
Or veterinary book.
Right, and I guess I'm not going to buy a veterinary book.
Yeah, I mean, but I can imagine, that's cool. There's often probably new amazing titles, but that's cool. So
right, so we don't need it.
Right,
yeah,
makes sense.
So that's the first thing I check.
Another thing that we all do is that the level of scholarship is appropriate for the library too.
Yeah, because you don't want something that is maybe appropriate for 8th graders
or a public library, maybe
yeah.
Introduction to genetic engineering when we actually would want the legitimate. I don't know how you do it. Is there a guide? Just one book, the Dummy's Guide to Genetic Engineering. Make your own baby. I don't know. Probably not.
I actually do own a Dummy's Guide to Cloning.
That's probably a joke, right?
I don't think it's a book.
Is it really?
Yeah, but it doesn't teach you how to clone.
It's get a buzzer burner. Stand one together. Get a test tube. And three. Get your son an egg. Don't forget to split that car for that. Okay. So we try to make sure. You won't have a very seldom, rarely, I think ever. I don't think I've ever bought one. Like a Dummy's Guide to anything.
No, me either.
You're not going to, which you probably would find in a public library. I've never worked in a public library, but I'm assuming you would.
I expect that they would be there.
Yeah, public library is going to have car books, how to fix your car, things like that. That's not part of our curriculum, so we're not going to have that. So the kind of level of scholarship looks very different. So I want to make sure that everything I buy
is appropriate.
And everything that stays on the shelf. And we didn't really talk about this, but the level of scholarship is there too.
Right.
And I know that this is an issue that's come up recently and stuff that I've kind of pointed is that the older scholarship, so a lot older, not 70s, but 20s, teens, kind of I don't know what I'm trying to say here. The depth of scholarship was not as intense as it is now, right? So you won't see large kind of bibliographies or works cited. It's just kind of some guy decided, some guy who was a professor, but knew something about the topic, sat down and wrote a book about it,
right?
Which is totally cool. It was totally acceptable in 1910, but it's not acceptable.
But now you're expected to have much more
depth, of scholarship, robust. Yes. So we don't want that kind of stuff to really stay on the shelf for active use, right? It's not that we want to get rid of it necessarily. That may be good for archival use or something. We just want to make sure that an undergraduate stumbles upon it and thinks it's still really good stuff, right? And it's really probably not. It's good because of what it is.
We've kind of moved in the direction of talking about reading.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
We got 5 minutes left.
So, let's get after it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun talking about buying. It's less fun talking about.
Can I say something now? Okay, so I'm going to say this about buying. One last thing. We do get suggestions from our faculty about what to buy, and we as librarians
research need, or is something that's very low quality. Because I had a request a long time back that was a very low quality, self-published book.
Right, which we don't. Yeah. The faculty may be using that book, faculty member, with that knowledge in mind, right? But once that faculty member is finished with that book and it gets back on the shelf, undergraduate coming along may not be aware of that, like the faculty member was.
Right.
So we have decisions that we kind of have to weigh.
And of course, cost is a factor. You want like a $900 set of encyclopedias.
That you're never
That's actually a really good price for that.
That's a really good price for that.
If you want a $900 single volume,
unless it's like something that like 47 million people are going to use, and then we're like, yes, we'll totally buy it, right? But if it's weird and random and kind of like you're the only person who's ever going to check it out, or if it's in, I don't know, Dutch.
So we don't have too many Dutch reading students.
Right,
so.
yeah, or faculty, I don't think. So weigh in if you can read in Dutch.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of funny. So our responsibility as librarians is to make sure that the collection reflects immediate need, but also anticipates future need.
Right. So if we have areas that are growing, such as the Native American Studies program, Jewish Studies program, those are areas that we want to make sure have enough material, that they have the best, most recent material. That old stuff that doesn't really support the
Native American. Yeah, some serious stuff on the shelf.
There's some pretty bad stuff up there.
Yeah.
I'm working on that.
I would imagine. Yeah.
And so that's why we do have to get rid of stuff sometimes. And people who hear us say that we're getting rid of books
get really
twitchy. Yeah, people like to freak out when they talk about here the libraries throwing away books.
We're burning them.
Recycling. We're not burning them. We're recycling them. Some of them go put into the book sale.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we're not burning them. We're not out back like throwing them on a big bonfire. We're not doing that. Right. We're not doing that.
We saved that for the solstice.
Yeah. Yeah. 1st of May, we're getting down on it. No, so like we really, and it's not haphazard and it's not random.
No.
We are super, I think weeding is the thing that I probably pay attention to, like super nuts about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen like really, we don't, like Stephanie said, we don't, he loves me not kind of thing.
No.
Like we're
We think very carefully about those decisions.
Yeah.
Because you want to get rid of stuff that's outdated, but you don't want to get rid of stuff that represents a moment in history.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So like that's a big concern for me, right? So I don't want to get rid of everything about integrating education in the 60s, written in the 60s, because that really represents the viewpoint. Yeah. Soviet history is another really good example.
And I have an issue in sociology as well, like books written about the family. Some of them are like embarrassingly bad, but other ones are kind of little time capsules that
you would want to maintain, right? And so lots of decisions, we won't go into all of these, but lots of decisions go into what we need and what we don't need. And it's not as simple as that's old, it's got to come off the shelf. That is not.
And in fact, something that's new, but like a piece of worthless junk could get weeded too.
Yeah. So yeah, which we hope it would if it's a piece of worthless junk.
Well, I mean, I have come across some stuff from like the 2000s, which age-wise would be okay. I'm like, this is worthless.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some easy ones to weed based on age, like, the computer. Those are easy to read. I mean, no one's using Windows 93 anymore.
I came across one in communication. It was about
Word.
Yeah,
1997.
It was like some kind of computer program. I can't remember what it was now, but it was a computer.
Those are easy. Those are easy. When you get into like the disciplines where age is not like
an issue,
weeding gets way harder. So we're ready for me.
Yeah.
So that's why when you see us weeding, it takes forever.
It's painstaking.
Forever.
Yeah.
Like we'll get through like a range in a day, and I'll be like, oh, that was enough. I can't go on. I just can't go on. Okay, so that's collections. That's like a super nutshell collection. But if we're any faculty watching, which hopefully maybe we will, I don't know, at some point in our labs, please tell your liaison librarian who you work with and you know, if you need what you're requesting, like, fast.
Yeah. And you don't notice a comment down here by Ashley, saying that ordering
it's like an ogre. It's like an ogre. It has layers.
I like how that metaphor, cultural metaphor, is not transcended.
I hope so.
The onion.
I wonder. Yeah, it's transcended the onion. So yeah, just remember, they're like, you gotta let us know.
Yeah, because what we do is we don't actually buy the books. We submit a request.
Yeah, it gets more weird.
We don't do that. It just takes a while.
It's more than one people's sentence to request.
Long story short, it takes a while.
It takes a while. So faculty out there, if you're watching, you need new stuff, and you notice there's a whole open collection where you're teaching a class on it next semester or 2 semesters from now, even if we don't even know that the course is coming up, special topics in, whatever. Start thinking about that now, and please don't wait until 2 weeks before the class starts and be like, there's something on the shelf. And we're like, yeah, there's something on the shelf, and that won't be for 4 weeks.
Right, or even worse, I need this book for my students.
Yeah.
I have an assignment due.
Because it doesn't just come in and we're like, hey, it's here, and we throw it in a box, and we throw it on the shelf. It still has to go through processing if it's already processed, and it still has to get checked in and cataloged if it's already cataloged. I mean, so there's a whole lot of stuff that we don't do that gets it on the shelf where it's useful. Right. So just keep that kind of stuff in mind. And the faculty aren't the only people that can request that we've asked that.
No.
So students, if you run into stuff that we don't have that you think you might want to need your research needs, there are forms you can fill out to the relation desk and the reference desk.
And they're online too.
Oh yeah, cool. And we'll take those into take your requests into consideration. We won't necessarily buy all the time.
No, it's not a guarantee, but it is a suggestion. They can point out something that we might not have realized.
Yeah, which we can't know all the time. So there you go. Okay, so that's ordering.
Yeah, that's it. That's a lot. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, spending other people's money is super fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Social media data.
All right. So, next week we'll be here talking about National Library Week. So we have some fun stuff.
Go check out the display. It's already up. Am I ruining it?
It's up. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. No, I just want people to go look at it because it's really
it's already up.
Tell them about it.
Okay. So downstairs in the pit, the atrium, which is a nice way of describing it. We have a couple of displays. One is in the glass case, and it's highlighting some ebooks about leadership. So we wanted to highlight that we have a really awesome ebook collection, various ebook
leadership.
Yeah, leadership, because the American Library Association's theme is Libraries Lead. So we have run with that theme by adopting a superhero theme. And that's really exciting.
I just think it's adorable.
So we have created posters for all our liaison librarians, turning them into superheroes. So you can see what we're
turning them into, or just
acknowledging.
Right, they're already
acknowledging
superheroes.
that they are
Right.
superheroes.
Right. Exposing them for what they are.
Revealing their secret identity.
Yeah.
But you can learn a little bit about your liaison that way, and you can also find out how to contact them. We also have a great big piece of paper, board, installation. Yes, very nice. Very artsy.
Installation.
We have an installation where you can share with us your reasons for coming to the library. So you can go down there and write on a sticky note and stick it up on the installation so that we can see.
I like installation because it's art. It's becoming an art.
It is becoming art. And we already had several students.
Yeah, they're good.
So if you're coming to the library, you see it, don't be shy about coming down and sharing while you're in the library.
Check it out. Okay, so next week's National Library Week, officially,
yes,
we'll be celebrating all things library leading.
That's right. Okay. All things library, all things leadership
related. And then we'll be talking a little bit on our Facebook. We'll talk about what National Library Week is. Why are we celebrating? What's the deal?
Yeah.
And then after that, the next week is Save the Files, which we'll talk all of our campaign about saving the files.
It's a very sad and desperate issue, isn't it?
It's super bad. And then the next week is finals. Oh my God! Yeah, I know. We decided we're going to do finals or not.
We did last semester, so Save the Files might be
Save the Files might be the end of our semester. So
we're going to go out.
It's kind of. It will be a bang. We'll go bang. All right, guys. So, all right, social media.
Now the social media.
Now the
All right, so like us on Facebook. You're here right now. Click the little thumbs up. We're also on Twitter as USA_library. We are on Instagram as Marx.library. And we are on YouTube as Marx Library Live, where you can catch up on all previous episodes of Marx Library Live.
Hey! All right, very aptly named. Okay, we're not trying to compete you there. All right. So,
yes,
Oh, wait, so we're ending?
Yeah.
Okay.